Page of and story of the Bible and in every day of our lives, because the message is universal and the message is what we need every day. Ang ating pag-aaral ngayon, pinamagatan natin, Enjoy Christmas any day. Dapat araw-araw pwedeng gawing Pasko. Salamat Panginoon dahil kayo'y Diyos ng Pasko at pwedeng maging Pasko ang buhay namin araw-araw. We thank you, Father, for the spirit of Christmas, for the message of reconciliation, for salvation in the name of your Son, Jesus. We commit this time to you that we may ponder the depth of the celebration and that we may go beneath the surface, O God, that we may really touch your heart and that you will touch our spirit. Dalangin namin, Panginoon, na maunawa namin ang higit lalong malawak na kahulugan ng Pasko at makita natin ang mensahe ng Pasko sa bawat pahina ng Biblia, sa bawat kasaysayang narito. So we ask you, Father, to be our speaker. Use your servant only as your footstool and instrument. Speak to your people. Set us free. Empower us. Let your joy be ours. We'll lift you up in the name of your Son, Jesus, our Lord. Amen. The story of the so-called prodigal son is also a Christmas story. And we will claim Christmas in this classic story. Una ko pong babasahin sa Tagalog. I will first read in Tagalog and later on we shall read in English. Lucas 15:11 hanggang 32. Sinabi pa ni Jesus, may isang tao na may 2 anak na lalaki. Sinabi ng kanyang bunso, Ama, ibigay po ninyo sa akin ang minamamanahin ko at hinati nga ng ama ang kanyang ari-arian. Pagkalipas ng ilang araw, ipinagbili ng bunso ang kanyang kaparte at nagpunta siya sa malayong lupain. Nilustay niya ron sa pamamagitan ng mga bisyo ang lahat niyang kayamanan. Nang maubos na ito, nagkaroon ng matinding taggutom sa lupain iyon, kaya't siya'y nagsimulang maghirap. Namasukan siya sa isang taga roon at siya'y pinagtrabaho nito sa isang babuyan. Sa tindi ng kanyang gutom at dahil sa wala namang nagbibigay sa kanya ng pagkain, halos kainin na niya mga bunga ng kahoy na kinakain ng baboy. Ngunit napag-isip-isip niya ang kanyang ginawa, ay nasabi niya sa sarili, labis-labis ang pagkain ng mga alila ng aking ama, samantalang ako'y namamatay dito sa gutom. Babalik ako sa aking ama at sasabihin ko sa kanya, Ama, nagkasala po ako sa Diyos at sa inyo. Hindi na po ako karapat-dapat na tawaging anak ninyo. Ibilang na lamang ninyo ako na isa sa inyong mga alila. At siya'y nagpasya na umuwi sa kanila. Malayo pa'y natanaw na siya ng kanyang ama. At dahil sa matinding awa ay patakbo siyang sinalubong, niyakap at hinalikan. Sinabi ng anak, Ama, nagkasala po ako sa Diyos at sa inyo. Hindi na po ako karapat-dapat na tawaging anak nyo. Ngunit tinawag ng ama ang kanyang mga alila. Madali, kunin ninyo ang pinakamagandang damit at bihisan nyo siya. Suotan nyo siya ng singsing at bigyan nyo siya ng sandalyas. Katayin ninyo ang pinakamatabang guya at tayo'y magdiriwang. Sapagkat ang anak kong ito'y namatay na, ngunit siya ay nabuhay. Nawala, ngunit muling natagpuan. At sila nga ay nagdiwang. Nasa bukid noon ang anak na panganay. Nang umuwi ito at malapit na sa bahay, narinig nito ang tugtugan at sayawan. Tinawag niya ang isang utusan at tinanong, Bakit? Anong meron sa atin? Dumating po ang inyong kapatid, sagot ng alila. Ipinapatay po ng inyong ama ang pinakamatabang guya dahil ang inyong kapatid ay nakabalik ng buhay at walang sakit. Nagalit ang panganay at ayaw niyang pumasok sa bahay. Pinuntahan siya ng kanyang ama at pinakiusapan. Ngunit sumagot siya, Pinaglilingkuran ko kayo sa loob ng maraming taon at kailan may hindi ko kayo sinuhay. Ngunit ni minsan hindi niyo ako binigyan ng kahit isang maliit na kambing para magkatuwaan kami ng aking mga kaibigan. Subalit nang dumating ang anak niyong ito na lumustay ng inyong kayamanan sa masasamang babae, ipinagpatay pa ninyo siya ng pinakamatabang guya. Sumagot ang ama, Anak, lagi kitang kapiling at ang lahat ng aking ari-arian ay sa iyo. Naralapat lang na tayo magsaya at magdiwang sapagkat patay na ang kapatid mo, ngunit nabuhay. Nawala, ngunit natagpuan. At yan po ang diwa ng Pasko na nais nating hanapin. Luke 15:11-35 from the Contemporary English Version, and we will begin to look for Christmas among these verses. Jesus also told them another story. Once a man had 2 sons. The younger son said to his father, "Give me my share of the property." So the father divided his property between his 2 sons. Not long after that, the younger son packed up everything he owned and left for a foreign country, where he wasted all his money in wild living. Ito po, we meet Mr. Enjoyment. And Mr. Enjoyment had fun to the max. Itong anak na bunso, na humingi ng mana, itinakbo, dinala ang pera sa malayong bayan, naglustay, nagpasasa, nagpakasarap sa bisyo. Ito ang kanyang unang naranasan. Sa pagpapatuloy, he had spent everything when a bad famine spread throughout the whole land. Soon, he had nothing to eat. So what do we see the young son doing here? Mr. Enjoyment went broke, and he went hungry. But so did everyone else anyway, kasi may famine. Sobra siyang nagutom, ang nakasanayan niyang luho sa buhay ng kanyang ama, sa buhay na kapiling ang ama niya, at sa bahay at tahanan ng kanyang ama, biglang naiba. Ngayon, nararanasan niyang magutom. He went to work for a man in that country, and the man sent him out to take care of his pigs. He would have been glad to eat what the pigs were eating, but no one gave him a thing. Sobrang demotion ang nangyari dito. Mr. Enjoyment becomes a lowly, hired worker after being Mr. Big Spender. Na iba, pati ngayon baboy, kinaiinggitan niya sa kinakain ng mga kung ano-anong halaman at mga bunga ng ugat at mga bungang kahoy. Hindi naman kasi kaning baboy ang ipinapakain doon sa kanilang lugar. Mga kung ano-ano rin na kung tutuusin at pinagtsagaan ay pwede na rin kainin ng tao. Pero ganun ang pagkakababa ng kanyang kalagayan. Such was his demotion that now he began to be envious of the pigs who ate on time while he did not. Finally, he came to his senses and said, "My father's workers have plenty to eat, and here I am starving to death. I will go to my father and say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against God in heaven and against you. I am no longer good enough to be called your son. Treat me like one of your workers.' The younger son got up and started back to his father." Now, Mr. Enjoyment decides to enjoy again, although in a different capacity. He is also Mr. Adjustment. Sabi niya, mabuti pa yung mga katulong ng tatay ko sa bahay namin, masagana kinakain. Ako, katulong din dito, wala pang kinakain. Mabuti pa, umuwi na lang ako, magpapakatulong na lang ako doon, hindi na ako karapat-dapat na maging anak, pero katulong din lang at katulong, doon na, mas may kinakain pa. So mag-a-adjust siya sa kanyang kalagayan. Worker na rin lang, sabi niya, doon na sa plenty of food. Mr. Enjoyment, Mr. Bunso, gets whatever is available. Yan ang mapupuri natin sa kanya. Kung anong meron, edi yun ang pagkakasyahin niya. At yun ang kanyang ipapamuhay. Mr. Enjoyment can also be called easy. Madali. Kung wala, di wala. Kung magiging katulong, di maging katulong. Kung kailangan mag-adjust, adjust. We can see that Mr. Enjoyment is not proud. Handa siyang harapin ang bunga ng kanyang ginawa. Kaya enjoy siya sa buhay. Hindi mahirap isipin, mga kapatid, na siguro enjoy siyang kasama. Kasi parang magaan, no? Parang madali siyang mag-adjust kahit sobrang hirap ang dinanas. But when he was still a long way off, his father saw him and felt sorry for him. He ran to his son and hugged and kissed him. We know that the father in the story represents God and God's goodness and God's kindness. That God is ready, willing, and able to accept those that return to Him. No matter what the record, no matter what they did in the past. Sobrang kasalanan, maituturing ang ginawa ng anak na ito, buhay na buhay pa ang magulang, hiningi na yung mana, tapos nilustay, sa ilang sandali lang, uuwi na mabaho, marumi, gutom, payat, naawa ang ama. Yung ama pwede natin tawaging Mr. Enjoyment Senior. Kasi marunong din siya mag-enjoy. Mr. Enjoyment Senior is easy to. He gives in to his feelings, runs ahead, embraces his son. He gives in to his natural kindness and expresses his joy. And then he gives his instant forgiveness. Hindi pa hinihinga ng tawad, nagpatawad na. At ganyan po ang ating Ama sa Langit. Laging nakalaan, naghihintay. Yung iba sasabihin, nakakahiya na sa Diyos humingi ng tawad, ang dami ko nang nagawa, wag na lang. Hinihintay lang niya. Kahit pa nga hindi pa tayo humihingi, nakaredy na, nakalaan na ang pagpapatawad ng Diyos. Yun talaga ang mensahe ng Pasko. Na yung mga taong napalayo sa Diyos ay bumalik at handang-handa ang Diyos na sila'y tanggapin. Pero natural, dahil ang katarungan ng Diyos ay humihingi ng paglilinis ng kasalanan, ang anak ng Diyos, ang Panginoong Jesus, ang siyang nagtigis ng dugo upang mahugasan ang kasalanan ito. Diyos din ang gumawa ng paraan para tayo malinis. While salvation is free, it is not cheap. Because Jesus had to pay with His own blood and with His own life so that we can have life again. So that this kind of return could be possible and doable so that it will be easy for us to go back because Jesus did all the work. Ganyan ang sasaya sa buhay. Magaan ang loob ng tatay sa anak kahit pa nga yung anak ay nagkaganon dahil ang anak na ito ay handa namang tumanggap ng kanyang kasalanan. The son said, Father, I have sinned against God in heaven and against you. I am no longer good enough to be called your son. Mr. Enjoyment is ready for a downgrade. Better than nothing. Mas mabuti na nga naman yung ganon, maging katulong na lang siya, kesa wala naman. Siya ay hamakin na lang sa sarili niyang tahanan, total, may kasalanan siya, kesa hamakin siya sa tahanan ng iba. He might have been a gastador, all right. He might have been fun-seeking, but there was something nice about him. Magaan at mababa ang loob. But his father said to his servants, Hurry and bring the best clothes and put them on him. Give him a ring for his finger and sandals to his feet. Get the best calf and prepare it so we can eat and celebrate. This son of mine was dead, but has now come back to life. He was lost and has now been found, and they began to celebrate. Napakaganda ng pagtanggap ng ama. Sabi, suotan nyo ng magandang damit. At natural, niliguan naman muna ito, hindi na ikinuwento pa. Suotan ng singsing, suotan ng sandalyas. Hindi siya pwedeng manatiling mukhang busabos kasi pinapatawad ko siya at siya'y anak ko. At ganyan mga kapatid ang naghihintay sa sino mang babalik sa Diyos. Magbabalik loob. Ano man ang ginawa nating kasalanan, ano mang paglulustay, ano mang pagbibisyo, ano mang dumi at baho, pagbalik natin, handang-handa ang Diyos sa tayo linisin, patawarin, at suotan pa ng mga magagarang mga damit. Mr. Enjoyment Senior gives again. He has just given half of his money to this son and who spent it all. But now he was going to give again. And you know, those who give find the pleasure of giving. It is a chore to withhold good things from others. It is such great pleasure to give to others. Mr. Enjoyment Senior produces fun, a celebration. Talagang magkasundo ang magamang ito. Party ang gusto ng ama. Celebrate, magsaya tayo. Meanwhile, there is another older son. The older son had been out in the field, so Mr. Suffering had been working hard. Two kinds of sons, mga kapatid. Two types of people, and each of us belongs to one of those types. Sometimes we are type 1, mapahilig magsaya, palalustay. Kuminsan tayo ay type 2, serious, laging tama ang ginagawa, masipag, palatipid. Pero mayroong mga taong mas type 1 sila kaysa type 2, may tao naman na mas type 2. Huwag nating isipin na mga taong ito'y bukod sa atin, tayo ang dalawang anak na ito. Maaga pa lang, early on in the story, choose who you will identify with, son number 1 or son number 2. So let's take a look at son number 1, actually, the elder one who remained with the father, always loyal, always serious with his work, hardworking, frugal, Mr. Right. But when he came near the house, he heard the music and dancing. So he called one of the servants over and asked, "What's going on here?" The servant answered, "Your brother has come home safe and sound, and your father ordered us to kill the best calf." The older brother got so angry that he would not even go into the house. Ano? Ipinagpaparty pa yung kapatid kong magaling, matapos maglayas, maglustay, uuwi dito, ipaghahanda. Hindi nagustuhan ng kapatid yung naging pagtanggap ng kanyang ama sa kapatid niyang nanumbalik. Mr. Suffering chooses to what else but to suffer. To be angry and to stay out and away from the merry-making. May mga taong ganyan, may pagdiriwang, ayaw sumali, may kainan, ayaw kumain, may pagsasaya, ayaw makisaya. Sabi niya, kayo na lang, dito na lang ako sa labas. Hindi ko kayang makisali sa ganyan. His father came out and begged him to go in. Siyempre, the father doesn't want anybody to be an outsider. The father likes everyone to come into the house to have the enjoyment of being with the family. Lumabas pa ang ama, hinihimok yung isang anak. Sige na, pumasok ka na. Mr. Enjoyment Sr. wants his grouchy son to enjoy too. But he said to his father, "For years I have worked for you like a slave, and have always obeyed you. But you have never given me a little goat so that I could give a dinner for my friends. This other son of yours wasted your money on prostitutes, and now he has come home, you ordered the best calf to be killed for a feast." Masama pala loob. Ako nagtatrabaho dito. Ako ang dakila. Ako ang laging puyat, pagod, serious. Umaayos ang bahay natin dahil sa akin. Ako nag-aayos ng lahat. Itong alibughan ninyong anak na ito, itong spoiled brat na ito, lalayas-layas, gagasas, uuwi dito. Ipagpipiestan nyo? Ako, ni kaprasong kambing. Hindi nyo nabigyan para katayin, para man lang magsaya kami ng mga kaibigan ko. Tapos ngayon, piyesta. Mr. Suffering essays is what else but sufferings. Isinumbat ang lahat ng ginawa niyang kabutihan. Talaga palang masama ang loob. Gawa ng gawa, pero may dinaramdam. May kinikimkim. Puro siya work, puro siya obedience, puro katipiran. We don't know if he was trying to earn his father's attention or his care or affection, or he was trying to earn merits. But what he was trying to do, he was now trying to audit before his father. I'm the good one, and you have never given me anything. Sa kabila ng lahat, wala pa ring monumento o kaprasong party, man lamang. May inggit yata ito at sama ng loob sa kapatid. Parang gusto niyang agawin ang linya ni Maricel Sorianong, "Inagaw mo ang lahat sa akin." Sabi niya, hiniram ko yan kay Maricel Soriano. Pero naagaw na nga niya lahat, yung pera, yung enjoyment, yung attention, tapos ngayon pati piyesta. His father replied, "My son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we should be glad and celebrate. Your brother was dead, but he is now alive. He was lost, and he has now been found." So Mr. Enjoyment Sr. returns a subtle rebuke. Medyo pinitik niya ng konti yung anak niya. Problema mo na yan. Nandito ka araw-araw, ba't hindi ka nagpatay ng kambing? Gusto mo palang magkaroon ng kasiyan, ba't di ka humingi? Tingnan mo yung kapatid mo, humingi, binigyan ko. Ba't di ka humihingi? Bakit hindi ka nag-enjoy? Ba't di ka kumuha? Ang sipag-sipag mo nga. Pero ganyan naman ang ugali mo. Lagi ka na lamang nakareklamo, lagi ka na lang seryoso. Sino ba may sabi sa'yo, huwag kang mag-enjoy sa buhay? Di ba ikaw din ang may kagagawan yan? So, ba't hindi mo ginagawa? Kulang-kulang na lang sabihin ng ama doon sa isang anak na yun, puro ka legalidad, puro ka trabaho, puro ka good works, pero ang kalooban mo naman ganyan. What is the analogy here, brothers and sisters? There are many people who are very religious. They try to live very upright lives, very legalistically moral in their values, always working hard, sacrificing, doing what is proper. But look into their hearts, and they are not kind, they are not nice, and they're always complaining, and they always think they are better than others. They are not only righteous, they're also self-righteous. Palatuos, masusungit, mareklamo. And sometimes this is a difficulty in being very, very religious. That there's no more space to be human. There's no space for fun. And there's no space to accommodate those who they consider to be less holy than they are. Mr. Enjoyment Senior reminds Mr. Suffering, every day with me could have been Christmas. Yung kapatid mo nga, umalis sa poder ko, nag-enjoy, nagkamali, ngayon bumalik, tinanggap ko. Ikaw pa kaya na laging nandito, dapat nag-enjoy ka rin. Pero, nasa attitude mo na yan eh. You ignored that blessing. You chose not to enjoy it. And now you are complaining. Ginawa mong Semana Santa ang buong kalendaryo. Dapat sana isang linggo lang yon. Isang buong taon ka nagtitika. Isang buong taon ka nagfa-fasting. Isang buong taon na nagpapakasakit, nagsasakripisyo. Sino man naman may sabi na yan ang hinihingi ko sa'yo? At marami po mga tao ganoon ang akala. Many people think that through sacrificing, they please God. By going hungry, they please God. By denying their humanity and not having any fun, they please God. And God, through the Father in this story, is saying, that's wrong. I want you to have fun. I want to accept you. I want to love you. I want you to have a full life. And Jesus says that in John 10:10, I came that you might have life and have it to the full. Mr. Enjoyment Senior gives lessons on enjoyment. In fact, these are lessons on Christmas. One of that, when someone returns from the dead to life, celebrate. It's Christmas. That's what Christmas is all about. Pag kami nanunumbalik sa Diyos, pag may tumatanggap ng kasalanan, umaamin ng pagkakamali, dapat yan ipagdiwang. Dahil kaya nga may Pasko, para lahat ng nagkamali, makabalik. Lahat ng naligaw, makabalik sa Panginoon. At lahat ng nadumihan, malinis. Lahat ng nasira, mabuong muli. When someone lost is found, celebrate. Don't be jealous. This kind of story keeps on repeating in many families all throughout time, in every place, anywhere in the world. Minsan merong sibling rivalry. Nagkakainggitan ng mga magkakapatid. Pinagdiriwang pa ng iba yung pagkabigo ng kapatid niya dahil yun pala may inggit. Another lesson, to enjoy, to have Christmas any day, forgive. You can never have the true spirit of Christmas unless you forgive people who have wronged you, unless you forgive yourself also, and unless you are willing to seek forgiveness from others. To enjoy and have Christmas every day, be easy. Not morally speaking, but be easy. Madali kang kasama, madaling ma-please, madaling mag-adjust, and also follow your heart. Do not always deny your feelings. Kasama sa pag-create ng Diyos sa tao, may damdamin. We were created not only to think, but we were created also to feel. So do not deny your feelings. Give in to your feelings as long as they are not against God's will. Huwag pigilin na magmahal. Huwag pigilin na magpahayag ng pagmamahal. Marami mga tatay, hindi maipahayag ang pagmamahal nila sa anak, lalo't sa anak na lalaki, kasi hindi tayo sanay sa kultura ng ganon. Pero ang kultura ng Diyos, ang sundin. Huwag kultura lang ng isang bayan, kung ang kulturang yon ay pumipigil sa mga magagandang damdamin ng tao na Diyos din ang nagtanim sa ating puso. To be happy, to have Christmas, very often, accept people, accept returnees, especially those that you love. Mahal mo, bumabalik sa'yo, di tanggapin mo para masaya kayo. Kung minsan ayaw mo magtumanggap kasi you want to deliver a lesson Moral lesson, paparusahan kita, kanyang kamali ka, nagmo-moral lesson ka nga, nagmo-moralize ka, nagpaparusa ka, pero masaya ka ba? Ba't hindi pasayahin ang sarili? Lalo't wala namang balakid para tumanggap sa mga taong bumabalik. Nagkakamali kasi ang tao, nadadapa, nalilito. Pinagdiri mo lang ng isip. Ngayon, pag nagkaliwanagan na siya ng kaliwanagan, nagbabalik loob, bakit pahabain pa ang pagdurusa? E di tanggapin, lalo't kung yun naman talaga ang gusto ng puso mo. Ngayon, kung talagang ayaw mo na, ibang usapan na yun. Pero yung tinatanggihan mo, ang tinitibok ng iyong puso, magkakasakit ka. Tatanda ka, hindi ka sasaya. Handang-handa ang Diyos sa tayo linisin, patawarin, at suotan ba ng mga magagarang mga damit. Mr. Enjoyment Senior gives again. He has just given half of his money to this son and who spent it all. But now he was going to give again. And you know, those who give find the pleasure of giving. It is a chore to withhold good things from others. It is such great pleasure to give to others. Mr. Enjoyment Senior produces fun, a celebration. Talagang magkasundo ang magamang ito. Party ang gusto ng ama. Celebrate, magsaya tayo. Meanwhile, there is another older son. The older son had been out in the field, so Mr. Suffering had been working hard. Two kinds of sons, mga kapatid. Two types of people, and each of us belongs to one of those types. Sometimes we are type 1, mapahilig magsaya, palalustay. Kuminsan tayo type 2, serious, laging tama ang ginagawa, masipag, palatipid. Pero mayroong mga taong mas type 1 sila kaysa type 2, may tao naman na mas type 2. Huwag nating isipin na mga taong ito'y bukod sa atin, tayo ang dalawang anak na ito. Maaga pa lang, early on in the story, choose who you will identify with, son number 1 or son number 2. So let's take a look at son number 1, actually, the elder one who remained with the father, always loyal, always serious with his work, hardworking, frugal, Mr. Right. But when he came near the house, he heard the music and dancing. So he called one of the servants over and asked, "What's going on here?" The servant answered, "Your brother has come home safe and sound, and your father ordered us to kill the best calf." The older brother got so angry that he would not even go into the house. Ano? Ipinagpaparty pa yung kapatid kong magaling, matapos maglayas, maglustay, uuwi dito, ipaghahanda. Hindi nagustuhan ng kapatid yung naging pagtanggap ng kanyang ama sa kapatid niyang nanumbalik. Mr. Suffering chooses to what else but to suffer. To be angry and to stay out and away from the merry-making. May mga taong ganyan, may pagdiriwang, ayaw sumali, may kainan, ayaw kumain, may pagsasaya, ayaw makisaya. Sabi niya, kayo na lang, dito na lang ako sa labas. Hindi ko kayang makisali sa ganyan. His father came out and begged him to go in. Siyempre, the father doesn't want anybody to be an outsider. The father likes everyone to come into the house to have the enjoyment of being with the family. Lumabas pa ang ama, hinihimok yung isang anak. Sige na, pumasok ka na. Mr. Enjoyment Senior wants his grouchy son to enjoy too. But he said to his father, "For years I have worked for you like a slave, and I've always obeyed you. But you have never given me a little goat so that I could give a dinner for my friends. This other son of yours wasted your money on prostitutes, and now he has come home, you ordered the best calf to be killed for a feast." Masama pala loob. Ako nagtatrabaho dito. Ako ang dakila. Ako ang laging puyat, pagod, serious. Umaayos ang bahay natin dahil sa akin. Ako nag-aayos ng lahat. Itong alibughan ninyong anak na ito, itong spoiled brat na ito, lalayas-layas, gagasas, uuwi dito, ipagpipiestan nyo. Ako, ni kaprasong kambing, hindi niyo nabigyan para katayin, para man lang magsaya kami ng mga kaibigan ko. Tapos ngayon, piyesta. Mrs. Suffering, essays is what else but sufferings. Isinumbat ang lahat ng ginawa niyang kabutihan. Talaga palang masama ang loob. Gawa ng gawa, pero may dinaramdam. May kinikimkim. Puro siya work, puro siya obedience, puro katipiran. We don't know if he was trying to earn his father's attention or his care or affection, or he was trying to earn merits. But what he was trying to do, he was now trying to audit before his father. I'm the good one, and you have never given me anything. Sa kabila ng lahat, wala pa ring monumento o kaprasong party, man lamang. May inggit yata ito at sama ng loob sa kapatid. Parang gusto niyang agawin ang linya ni Maricel Sorianong, inagaw mo ang lahat sa akin. Sabi niya, hiniram ko yan kay Maricel Soriano. Pero naagaw na nga niya lahat, yung pera, yung enjoyment, yung attention, tapos ngayon pati piyesta. His father replied, my son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we should be glad and celebrate. Your brother was dead, but he is now alive. He was lost, and he has now been found. So Mr. Enjoyment Sr. returns a subtle rebuke. Medyo pinitik niya ng konti yung anak niya. Problema mo na yan. Nandito ka araw-araw, ba't hindi ka nagpatay ng kambing? Gusto mo palang magkaroon ng kasiyan, ba't di ka humingi? Tingnan mo yung kapatid mo, humingi, binigyan ko. Ba't di ka humihingi? Bakit hindi ka nag-enjoy? Ba't di ka kumuha? Ang sipag-sipag mo nga. Pero ganyan naman ang ugali mo. Lagi ka na lamang nakareklamo, lagi ka na lang seryoso. Sino ba may sabi sa'yo, huwag kang mag-enjoy sa buhay? Diba ikaw din ang may kagagawan yan? So, ba't hindi mo ginagawa? Kulang-kulang na lang sabihin ng ama doon sa isang anak na yun, puro ka legalidad, puro ka trabaho, puro ka good works. Pero ang kalooban mo naman ganyan. What is the analogy here, brothers and sisters? There are many people who are very religious. They try to live very upright lives, very legalistically moral in their values, always working hard, sacrificing, doing what is proper, but look into their hearts, and they are not kind, they are not nice, and they're always complaining, and they always think they are better than others. They are not only righteous, they're also self-righteous. Palatuos, masusungit, mareklamo. And sometimes this is a difficulty in being very, very religious, that there is no more space to be human. There's no space for fun, and there's no space to accommodate those who they consider to be less holy than they are. Mr. Enjoyment Sr. reminds Mr. Suffering, every day with me could have been Christmas. Yung kapatid mo nga, umalis sa poder ko, nag-enjoy, nagkamali, ngayon bumalik, tinanggap ko, ikaw pa kaya na laging nandito, dapat nag-enjoy ka rin. Pero, nasa attitude mo na yan eh. You ignored that blessing. You chose not to enjoy it. And now you are complaining. Ginawa mong Semana Santa ang buong kalendaryo. Dapat sana isang linggo lang yon. Isang buong taon ka nagtitika. Isang buong taon ka nagfa-fasting. Isang buong taon na nagpapakasakit, nagsasakripisyo. Sino man naman may sabi na yan ang hinihingi ko sa'yo? At marami po mga tao ganoon ang akala. Many people think that through sacrificing, they please God. By going hungry, they please God. By denying their humanity and not having any fun, they please God. And God, through the Father in this story, is saying, that's wrong. I want you to have fun. I want to accept you. I want to love you. I want you to have a full life. And Jesus says that in John 10:10, I came that you might have life and have it to the full. Mr. Enjoyment Sr. gives lessons on enjoyment. In fact, these are lessons on Christmas. One of that. When someone returns from the dead to life, celebrate. It's Christmas. That's what Christmas is all about. Pag kami nanunumbalik sa Diyos, pag may tumatanggap ng kasalanan, umaamin ng pagkakamali, dapat yan ipagdiwang. Dahil kaya nga may Pasko, para lahat ng nagkamali, makabalik. Lahat ng naligaw, makabalik sa Panginoon. At lahat ng nadumihan, malinis. Lahat ng nasira, mabuong muli. When someone lost is found, celebrate. Don't be jealous. This kind of story keeps on repeating in many families all throughout time, in every place, anywhere in the world. Minsan merong sibling rivalry. Nagkakaingitan ng mga magkakapatid. Pinagdiriwang pa ng iba yung pagkabigo ng kapatid niya dahil yun pala may inggit. Another lesson, to enjoy, to have Christmas any day, forgive. You can never have the true spirit of Christmas unless you forgive people who have wronged you, unless you forgive yourself also, and unless you are willing to seek forgiveness from others. To enjoy and have Christmas every day, be easy. Not morally speaking, but be easy. Madali kang kasama, madaling ma-please, madaling mag-adjust, and also follow your heart. Do not always deny your feelings. Kasama sa pag-create ng Diyos sa tao, may damdamin. We were created not only to think, but we were created also to feel. So do not deny your feelings. Give in to your feelings as long as they are not against God's will. Huwag pigilin na magmahal. Huwag pigilin na magpahayag ng pagmamahal. Marami mga tatay, hindi maipahayag ang pagmamahal nila sa anak, lalo't sa anak na lalaki, kasi hindi tayo sanay sa kultura na ganon. Pero ang kultura ng Diyos ang sundin. Huwag kultura lang ng isang bayan kung ang kulturang yon ay pumipigil sa mga magagandang damdamin ng tao na Diyos din ang nagtanim sa ating puso. To be happy, to have Christmas, very often, accept people, accept returnees, especially those that you love. Mahal mo, bumabalik sa'yo, di tanggapin mo para masaya kayo. Kung minsan ayaw mo magtumanggap kasi you want to deliver a lesson. Moral lesson, paparusahan kita kanyang kamali ka, nagmo-moral lesson ka nga, nagmo-moralize ka, nagpaparusa ka, pero masaya ka ba? Ba't hindi pasayahin ang sarili? Lalo't wala namang balakid para tumanggap sa mga taong bumabalik. Nagkakamali kasi ang tao, nadadapa, nalilito. Pinagdiri mo lang ng isip. Ngayon, pag nagkaliwan na siya ng kaliwanagan, nagbabalik loob, bakit pahabain pa ang pagdurusa? Di tanggapin, lalo't kung yun naman talaga ang gusto ng puso mo. Ngayon, kung talagang ayaw mo na, ibang usapan na yun. Pero yung tinatanggihan mo, ang tinitibok ng iyong puso, magkakasakit ka. Tatanda ka, hindi ka sasaya. How to have Christmas often? Through a party, not a tantrum. While the father threw a party, the other son threw a tantrum. Pareho lang silang merong ginawa, magkaiba ang bunga. Yung isa nagsaya, yung isa nagpakalungkot. And if you want to celebrate life, be ready to kill the fattened calf. Dapat alam nyo kung kailan magwi-withdraw, hindi puro laging deposit. Alam nyo kung kailan maghahanda, hindi laging pagtitipid. Alam nyo kung kailan luluwagan, hindi laging paghihigpit. Kasi ganun ang buhay. Pero syempre, bago kayo makakill ng fattened calf, dapat you must have a fattened calf. Gusto mo palang magpasko, gusto mo mag-Noche Buena ng madalas, kumita ka. Magkaroon ka ng income para meron kang nakakatay na hayop kung gusto mong magpiesta. Dahil kailangan naman syempre ng gastos para rin magkaroon ng mga maraming kasiyahan. May mga kasiyahan na libre, pero marami may gastos. So yung gustong magsaya, kailangan naghahanap buhay. Kailangan kumikita. Yung gustong gumastos, dapat may income. Kasama yun sa kung gusto mong gawin ang buhay mo, madalas Pasko. And God is pleased more with a repentant sinner than with a self-righteous, grouchy, technical saint. As we have seen in the story, you know the parallelisms that the Father represents God and the two sons represent two types of persons. Merong nagkakamali pero nagsisisi. Merong wala namang dapat pagsisihan dahil walang ginawang kamalian, pero wala din naman palang ginawang masarap at maganda at tama. So malungkot din ang kanyang buhay. Pero higit na ikinatutuwa ng Diyos ang isang nagkamaling nabuksan ng isip at itinutuwid ang pagkakamali kaysa sa isang taong sa kanyang sariling palagay hindi siya nagkakamali kahit kailan. Luke 15:7, Jesus said, There is more happiness in heaven because of one sinner who turns to God than over 99 good people who don't need to, or who don't need to turn to God. Of course, this is a figure of speech and an exaggeration. Naturally, heaven would be much happier with people who never have to repent anything. But the message is, wala namang taong walang kasalanan. There is no such person that has nothing to repent for. Kaya ang sinasabi dito, nagkamali ka, sige, nagkamali ka na, ituwid mo na, matutuwa ang Diyos, matutuwa ang langit at mga anghel sa langit, dahil nagbabalik loob ka. Kung walang pagbabalik loob, walang Pasko, kahit pa ulit-ulit taon-taon ang Pasko na yan. Mr. Enjoyment Sr. probably rebuked not only his self-righteous son, but also really enjoyed his other son. Yung isa masipag nga, pero sumbat naman ng sumbat. So the father must have missed his fun son. And truth to tell, mas marami sa atin tayo yung alibughang anak eh. Tayo yung gastador, tayo naglalayas, nagkakamali, at nagkakasala. Bihirang-bihira naman yung katulad ng isa na laging nagbubukid, laging nagtatrabaho, nagsisikap, laging tama ang ginagawa. Bihira yun. Pero meron ding mangilan-ngilan. Enjoyment or Christmas is in asking God for what you want, for what you need. Etong nagkamali na anak, nakadoble nga ng Pasko eh. Nung una siyang humingi, nagkaroon na siya ng Paskong pangsarili, at pagkatapos nung humingi siya ng tawad, nagkaroon pa siya ng mas malalim na kapaskuhan. Dahil humihingi, nagkakaroon. Matthew 7:7, ask and you will receive. Search and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened to you. Ito ang ginawa nung umalis at nagbalik. Mr. Enjoyment asked his father twice. 2 beses. For money, isang Paskong mababaw, and then later on for forgiveness, isang Paskong malalim, katulad ng Pasko ng pagkabuhay. Dahil yung Holy Week at Pasko, magkakonekta yan eh. Ipinanganak si Jesus para mamatay at mabuhay na muli. Kaya ang ganda-ganda sa Tagalog ng Resurrection Sunday, ang tawag natin doon, Pasko ng pagkabuhay. Pasko uli. So merong Paskong mababaw, humihingi ka lang ng mga material na bagay, mga pampasarap sa buhay, pero ang Paskong malalim, yung nakilala mong marumi ka, makasalanan, at humingi ka ng tawad at tinanggap kang muli, yun ang napakasarap at napakalalim na Pasko. Parehong dapat ay tamasahin ng sino mang nakakarinig ng salita ng Diyos. 1 Corinthians 2:9, but it is just as the scriptures say, what God has planned for people who love Him is more than eyes have seen or ears have heard. It has never even entered our minds. Sabi niya, no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no mind has conceived what God has prepared for those who love Him. Sino ang mas malalim ang pagkakilala sa Ama sa kwento? Yung anak na naglayas at bumalik? O yung hindi lumayas at laging sinisikap maging tama? Mas malalim ang pagkakilala nung naglayas. Alam niya na kahit hindi karapat-dapat, bibigyan siya ng hiningi niya. Hiningi naman niya. At bagamat hindi naging mabuti ang paggasta niya, ikinalugod ng Ama na hindi nangingimi yung anak na ito na humingi dahil hindi naman iniisip ng anak na yun na maramot ang kanyang ama. Kung ikaw yung magulang, humihingi yung anak mo, ikinatutuwa mo yun. Dahil sabi mo, talagang at is siya sa akin, talagang lapat ang kanyang loob, alam niyang hindi ko siya tatanggihan. Kaysa yung anak na ni ayaw humingi dahil baka hindi mo bigyan, anong iniisip mo sa akin, anak, na maramot ako? Titiisin kita? Yun yung pangalawang anak na hindi humihingi. Always working hard to deserve being in his Father's house. So by trying to work too hard to deserve God's blessing, what you're implying is that God is not kind enough. That you always have to augment your record with work and work and work. So naiinsulto ang Diyos pag lagi mo ring sinisikap to deserve. Because the truth is, our best deeds are just like filthy rags before our God. So there is no one of us who will really deserve anything good from God. We are alive and we enjoy everything only because of God's grace. Bigay lang niya kasi. So humihingi ka na rin lang, lakihan mo na. Ang laki nga nung hiningi ng isang anak, ibinigay eh. Akala mo hindi mapapatawad, pinatawad pa rin. So sinong nakakakilala talaga doon sa ama? E di yung pangalawang anak. So niya, hindi ako tatanggihan ng tatay ko. I'm confident, alam ko kung gaano siya kabuti. E isa ni hindi humihingi kahit isang kambing dahil baka ako matanggihan. Baka mamaya magalit pa. So sino ang tunay na nag-a-appreciate doon sa tatay? Yung mukhang kontrabida, pero yung siya yung mas tama yung puso. Nagkamali lang nga sa mga gawain. Nagkamali sa mga pasya, nadala sa pagiging hibang. Pero ang pagkakakilala niya sa kanyang ama, mas malalim, mas matibay. Itong mga taong ito ang magkakaroon ng Pasko araw-araw. Yung hindi mga legalista, yung mga talagang alam nyo, mabuti ang Diyos, I'll do my best, but even if I'm not able to do my best, God will still love me because God is gracious. Hindi mga laging relihiyosong tinatakot ka, lagi kang pinapagalitan, lagi kang binabantayan. Magagalit ang Diyos, huwag mong gagawin. Magagalit ang Diyos, huwag mong gagawin yan. Yung pala, sila lang talaga yung nagagalit. Nagkukubli pa sa likod ng Diyos para magkaroon ng authority ang sinasabi nila. Mr. Suffering in this story never asked for anything. Yung pala, yun din ang gusto niya. Hindi lang nga humihingi. Alam niyo, ang hindi paghingi, madalas pride yan. Hindi ka humihingi kasi mayabang ka eh. Ayaw mong magmukhang nangangailangan. Ayaw mong tanggapin ang iyong kahinaan. Ayaw mong may tanawin na utang na loob. Kaya hindi ka humihingi. Ngayon naman, may mga tao naman talagang walang ka-pride. OA naman humingi. Hindi yun ang ating ginugusto. Dapat may self-respect ka rin. At may konsiderasyon ka sa iyong kapwa. Pero kadalasan niyang hindi paghingi, ibig sabihin, hindi ka nagtitiwala na mabait o bibigyan ka. Kaya sabi sa James 4:2, you do not have because you do not ask God. So mandali tayong manahimik mga kapatid. Let us pause a while and think, what do you want but do not have? Maybe because you do not ask God. Meron naman, we ask God, but God doesn't give it because it's not gonna be good for us. Pero sabi, humingi. Enjoyment or Christmas is in repentance, in humility, in willingness to settle for what one deserves. So itong anak na ito, inisip niya, hindi niya deserve maging anak, pwede na siya maging katulong, sumaya siya. Ang maganda kasi dito sa anak na itong nagkamali, handa naman siyang tanggapin ang bunga ng kanyang pagkakamali. Kaya yung puso niya, nasa tamang lugar. And as we have already learned, enjoyment, Christmas is in forgiving. You can never be happy if you remain unforgiving in your heart. Especially if the one you don't forgive is really someone you love. Pag mahal mo, tas hindi mo pinapatawad, nauuna ka nang nasasaktan kesa siya. Nauuna ka nang nagdarahop at nagdaralita sa iyong damdamin bago man siya makaranas nito. Ang taong giginhawa ang loob, sasaya, yung taong nagpapatawad. Enjoyment or Christmas is in knowing how and when to party. Dapat marunong ka magsaya, mag-celebrate. There's a time for sadness and there's a time for happiness. There's a time to mourn and a time to dance. Dapat pinipili mo rin ang panahon. Christmas is not a holiday on the calendar. As lifestyle, it is a choice. It is your choice whether your life will be one prolonged Christmas or it will be Good Friday all the days of your life. Suffering is in choosing to suffer. No suffering can overcome you unless you allow it to enter your heart. And you are the guardian, the doorkeeper of your heart. Suffering is in choosing na magtanim ng sama ng loob. Pag pinili mo magdamdam, magtanim, maghimutok, magdurusa ka. Suffering is not to give or forgive. Suffering is not to join the fun. Mahirap naman yun, merong nagsasaya, pinipilit mong pumuwera ka. Mahirap din yung pangatawanan. Suffering is to stay and keep out of the celebration. Sayang. Minsan ka lang mabuhay sa mundo, puro pahimutok ang babaunin mo. Mahirap yun. Solomon has something good to say, a great lesson to share. Ecclesiastes 8:15. So I think we should get as much of life as we possibly can. There is nothing better than to enjoy our food and drink and to have a good time. Then we can make it through this troublesome life that God has given us here on earth. Of course, Solomon also balances that in another verse that says you must always enjoy life and do good. Balansehin ang buhay. Ipagdiwang ang buhay at laging gumawa ng mabuti, lalong-lalo sa mga kapuspalad. Mga kapatid, gagawin nating Pasko ang bawat araw. Hindi lang December 25th. Although it's already an uncontested position for the Philippines to have the longest Christmas season in the whole world, but it's not long enough. Christmas is in the heart. Christmas must be in every heartbeat, every day. Bawat araw may konting dusa, dapat may konting saya. May konting pagkakamali, mayroong mga konting mga pagpapatawad, may konting pagtitimpi at may konti rin namang pagbibigay sa mga hindi naman mali na ating nadarama. Dapat may kapraso man lang na Pasko araw-araw ang buhay ng tao. Pero nasa ating pagpili yan, it is your decision. Mamasko araw-araw, laging humingi ng tawad sa Diyos, humingi ng blessing sa Kanya mamasko. At huwag din kakalimutan mga kapatid, magpapasko araw-araw. Maligayang Pasko po at nawa ang pagpapala ng Diyos sumating